Oh boy, here we go again. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are back in the spotlight, this time gracing Pasadena, California, with their so-called selfless presence. Their visit, supposedly to help victims of the devastating wildfires, raises eyebrows and questions about their motives. On January 10th, living a mere 90 miles north of Los Angeles, the Sussexes decided to visit the World Central Kitchen in Pasadena. This organization aims to distribute food and supplies to those affected by the fires. However, the reality of their involvement was far from impressive. Let's paint the picture. They arrived with cameras in tow and not one, not two, but 3 bodyguards flanking them, as if they were the most famous and endangered individuals in the world. According to People magazine, Harry and Meghan were there to discreetly support relief efforts. But just how discreet were they? Local news outlets captured every moment, including Meghan awkwardly touching a few cans and hugging people in a manner that seemed more about the photo op than genuine connection. Truly, the spirit of giving is alive and well when you ensure that cameras catch every second of your work, while bringing an entourage along for the ride. Pasadena's mayor, Victor Gordo, chimed in with glowing remarks about how Harry and Meghan boosted the spirits of first responders. Sure, if by boosting he means they wandered around aimlessly, engaged in small talk, and ensured they were seen by every camera within a 5-mile radius, then yes, they certainly did that. The real heroes of the day were the first responders doing the actual work, not the 2 royals who seemed more focused on their PR image than on the people they were purportedly there to help. Let's take a moment to discuss that mask Meghan wore. It hung off her neck like a trendy accessory, suggesting she was too famous to wear it properly. If she truly wanted to remain anonymous, she could have worn it correctly, but let's be real, the mask was more of a prop. Meghan knows how to work a camera angle like no one else. It was as if she spotted the news crew and thought, I need to look incognito, but not too incognito because I have an image to uphold. Now, here's where it gets laughable. While Harry was able to engage in some small talk, though the locals were likely just being polite, Meghan appeared completely out of her element. She fidgeted, scanning the room for someone to engage with and leaning in for those signature hugs. Who needs to contribute meaningfully when you can just hug people for the cameras, right? It felt like she was auditioning for an Oscar in the overacting in a crisis category. At one point, she even attempted to help at the soda station, but the first person she approached literally walked right past her. Awkward. And let's not forget about the bodyguards hovering around, ensuring that everything was captured in high-definition glory. Were they there to protect Meghan from the devastation, or perhaps to safeguard her Cartier bracelet from being snatched by someone who had just lost everything in the fires? The whole scene was over the top, and the bodyguards seemed to be the unsung heroes, documenting Meghan's every move like it was a major event. As the day wrapped up, the couple visited Jose Andres at the food station to praise the relief teams. Meanwhile, Meghan was still working the camera as if it were her full-time job, hugging, chatting, and pretending to be an integral part of the whole operation. And let's highlight the piece de resistance. Harry, standing in the background with his hands in his pockets, doing his best to avoid being the latest victim of Meghan's attention-seeking antics. It's almost as if they believe that by showing up looking concerned and hugging people, they can erase the reality that their existence often revolves around exploiting tragic events for publicity. Imagine being someone who has lost everything and being greeted by this, a wannabe celebrity trying to position herself as part of the solution while making it all about her. The entire scenario reeks of opportunism, and frankly, it's exhausting to watch. The optics of their visit are troubling, to say the least. It raises questions about their sincerity and whether their actions are genuinely aimed at helping those in need or merely a means to bolster their public image. The juxtaposition of their lavish lifestyle against the backdrop of disaster relief creates a stark contrast that cannot be ignored. They want to be seen as compassionate figures, yet their actions often come off as performative. In the end, the entire episode serves as a reminder of the complexities surrounding celebrity engagement in humanitarian efforts. While it's crucial for public figures to use their platforms for good, it's equally important that their contributions are authentic and meaningful. The Sussexes' recent visit exemplifies the line between genuine compassion and self-serving.